Okay, guys, welcome back. It's Devin from Neptune Design, and we're on to part two of our four-part Google Ads course. And we've already covered setting up a basic search campaign, understanding your Google dashboard. We've covered Google display ads, and we've also covered advertising on YouTube or Google video ads. And for any of you who are new and you've just stumbled across this video, there's no problem. We've got a playlist in the description below, or you can stick through to the end of the video. There'll be a link to the playlist there as well on your screen. Okay, so I want you to just put your pen and paper down and relax, because I'm gonna try and get your mind to work a bit, because it's important that you understand the next few concepts that I explained to you. Now, in this video, we are going to talk about targeting. And targeting is really where you can either make money with Google Ads or you can lose money with Google Ads. It's as simple as that. Now, the cool thing about targeting is once you understand it and once you grasp these fundamentals, it'll really elevate the results that you get from your Google Ads, and it'll put you in the position where you think more carefully about the customer journey. Okay, so whenever we are targeting anyone, anywhere, we need to ask ourselves four basic questions. Those four basic questions are: who are they? Where are they? Can they easily afford what I'm selling? And do they have the urgent need to purchase right now? So, for example, when we come to who are they, let's say that we've just designed this amazing football shirt. No, not that type of football, this type of football. Let's say we've just designed this amazing football shirt, and we want to start selling the shirt online, and we want to start selling the shirt to as many people as possible. Now, we could go and market our football shirt to every single human being in the country. We could definitely do that. The only problem is, if we do that, we'll probably get broke before we actually sell as many shirts as we thought. So what we need to do then is we need to find out who are the people that would buy this shirt. So the obvious questions would be, do they support that football team? Are they maybe local? Or maybe if the club is an international club, does that club have a lot of fan clubs overseas? And where exactly are those fan clubs overseas? So you see, when you get really intricate about it, you can't just market to the entire country or the entire world, because most of you are going to be working your Google Ads on a limited budget. Now, this example applies to any product or service. So now we know that they are football fans. Now we can ask, do we know their age? Are they young? Are they sub-adults? Are they adults? Are they maybe senior citizens? Are they married? Are they single? So all of these questions give us a picture of the ideal client that we're trying to get. The ideal client that we're trying to get. This is basically a blueprint for the person that you're going to market to. The next question that we're going to ask is, where are they? Are we only trying to advertise to people within a 60-mile radius from our store because that's our delivery capacity? Or are we delivering to people worldwide? If so, where would we find the most bang for our bucks in terms of what person has expressed the most interest, or what group of people have expressed the most interest in our little soccer or football club. So we need to ask all of these questions so that we can build a picture of a location that we want to market. So, for example, if I go and market for Man United supporters, for example, if I go and market and I say I want to market to just Man United supporters, and I advertise in a country, in a city in that country that's mostly comprised of Chelsea supporters, my advertising money will be wasted. So, location plays a vital role in understanding how somebody would be interested in your product and finding the right people to market to, because we can't just leave our targeting settings as blank. Now, I see a lot of first timers do this. They set their budget on Google Ads and then they decide to market to the whole of South Africa, or they decide to market to the whole of India. The only problem with that is, if you decide to market to the whole of South Africa, there are going to be people there who are not interested in what you have to sell. So that's a massive problem. And I think it's because people like to go through the software, they like to edit, they like to quickly fill in the information, and they try and get the lowest cost per click, but they're still wasting money because they don't spend enough time thinking about who is the person who's actually going to click on the ad, and is this ad even in the right location to meet that person or to get that person. So that's the where they are section. The next question that you're going to ask yourself is, can they easily afford to purchase what I'm selling? So, for example, let's go back to the football shirt. I've got this football shirt, but I'm selling the football shirt at $2,000, right? I'm selling it at $2,000. Now, if I go and I market that football shirt in a city or in a country where the average person earns less than $2,000, it is going to be very hard for someone to justify that purchase when they don't even earn that much money per month. So we need to also make sure that the people that we're selling to can actually afford what we're selling. So in other words, if we're going to be selling luxury yachts, we have to make sure that the people that we're marketing to can afford those luxury yachts. Otherwise, our marketing money will be absolutely squandered and we will get a very poor return on investment for ourselves or our customer. So this is where assessing the income of an area is extremely important. Now, Google does give you some tools, yes, but you also need to do some research and you need to make sure that you are marketing to people who can easily afford what you're selling. Okay, and the next step, last but not least, you need to determine if they do have the urgent need to purchase your product now. Now, part of this is copywriting, and another part of it is urgency. So, for example, in the first video, we talked about doing Google search ads, and I showed you an ad where we could lock in the keywords emergency locksmith. And I knew that if we had ranked very high for the keyword emergency locksmith, that we would be able to generate a lot of leads and a lot of sales. Why is that? Because if I show up on the top results for the words emergency locksmith, I already know that whoever is searching for that usually has a problem, and the problem is they're crying because they're locked outside of their apartment and they are more than willing to fork over whatever amount of cash within reason to get back into their apartment. So they have the urgency to purchase now. So you're saying to me, yes, but Devon, how do I determine if the person has the urgent need to purchase now? Well, there are a lot of differentiating factors, but I can promise you that the people who have the urgent need to purchase are usually searching with specific search phrases in mind. So sometimes it's best to target those specific search phrases. And I'll go through all of this when I do my Google Keyword Planner, but I just thought that we'd have a video like this because I want to get you thinking about this type of stuff. If we don't get the targeting right, it's pointless. We can throw as much money as we want at our campaign, we can have the highest bids, but if we don't have the targeting right, we are going to lose a lot of money, especially with search ads. Okay, display ads, you might get away with it. Video ads, it's fine. You don't really need to drill down into your keywords, but overall, even for display ads, even for video ads, you can't get amazing results if you don't think long and hard about the people you're targeting. So that was my little sermon for the day. Thank you very much for listening. We're going to continue up and pick up the course, and I'm going to show you actually how to do the targeting. We're going to talk about, in the next video, we're going to talk about audiences, how to use the audience settings, and I'm going to be actually in the screen and I'll go through everything with you. But I just thought I'd give you a quick sit down and a little bit of a chat so that we are both on the same page when it comes to targeting. Targeting is extremely important. So thanks so much for listening. I will see you in the next video.